my god, you flirty called your sister-in-law? He's turned up to his fiance's wedding where she's probably going to marry someone else and he's doing a full Braveheart. Where did you get a drink from? You are a teenager.
Hello from the void, it's Rose. Welcome back to my channel and to my not so very challenge. We're gonna have a wedding. I'm so excited. I always try not to say it's a very exciting video, but this is a very exciting video and I am so excited. It's my first time having a wedding in this series and on this channel. It is my first time playing with some of the features of the My Wedding Stories pack because I haven't used it at all. So we are going to go to Tartosa, but we are going with Carmine. And as we know, with Carmine, things tend to go a little bit wild. So without any further chit chat, let's go see the wedding.
We are starting out in the dead of night before the wedding with Mac meeting Santa Claus because I thought the scene was just cute and I wanted to leave it in. And I also feel like, to be honest, with Mac, like he's just found out that his dad proposed to his mum. He knows his mum's meant to be marrying someone else. So maybe he's like, Santa, could you just, all I really want for Christmas is for my mother to not make a terrible life choice that impacts me. And also a rocket ship, maybe. But it is time. Carmine's up before 4 AM on her wedding day, which is weird, so after taking care of some needs, we're going to have her make some jolly pancakes. Mac needs to fix the sink, which is broken again, but for them, honestly, this is like the best kind of mother-son bonding time. She's doing cooking, which she doesn't love, but it keeps him alive, and he's fixing stuff, which he does like. Diving into the sim profiles just to check, yep, so we are engaged to both Oriel and H, which, you know, why not go into your wedding with two fiancés? You could just decide at the aisle which one you want. Although I'm wondering, because we planned the wedding with H as the groom, I assume it's going to default to that. And I don't know if Oriel is invited, but we'll try and make sure he is. Carmine's asked Mac for some reassurance. Do you feel happy around me? No. Oh, wow. Okay, well that's definitely going to weigh on her mind going into the wedding, and we've got a few hours for it to prey on her thoughts. So while Mac does some upgrades, Carmine's going to do what she does best, which is call over her friends and ask them to make sense of her terrible decisions. So we are going to have Marigold over because there's no romance there, so it's the simplest option, and also I feel like Marigold of everyone would probably be our maid of honour. So she's here. She always wears her cold weather gear, which I kind of love because she looks adorable in the bucket hat, but also just like sometimes I'm like, babe, we're indoors, you don't need to wear a coat and a bucket hat. It'll be interesting to see her in formal wear later. I don't think we've ever seen that. Anyway, let's have a discussion about our doubts about our marriage, standing next to a pile of trash, and she's like, oh, what a surprise. You're having doubts. Never could have seen that coming. Who are you calling flirty? She's making a flirty call while her friend is over. That is just a terrible plan. Hang up and think about the smell instead. That's much more sensible. Oh my god, you flirty called your sister-in-law? You flirty called Daisy? Carmine! Jesus! Of everybody in your stack of people, that is the worst possible one. Mac's hair is clipping, and I think before things go too much further, we should probably just skip to the wedding because we know that's going to be chaotic and we don't need any extra. Otherwise we might find ourselves with a third fiancé that is also married to our brother. My plan to skip straight to the wedding has been slightly derailed by this cute moment that I just wanted to dip into because, look, we've got Mac and Carmine playing some chess to feel confident and focused ahead of the wedding, and Marigold's just hanging out with them, telling some silly stories, pulling some silly faces, and generally just making sure that her friend and family stay chill ahead of the big day. But the time is ticking away and we are heading over to the wedding in just a few seconds. And it's off to a brilliant start. It is thunder and lightning, and all of the Sims I invited have this bloody handprint makeup that I downloaded for a different save because it is categorized as red makeup, and I set the theme to red, so now everyone is looking like, I mean, look, Oriel, he's turned up to his fiance's wedding where she's probably going to marry someone else, and he's doing a full Braveheart. Like, there could be murder. So I'm just going to go fix that real quick. Loading. Let's take the CC out and hope it makes things a bit saner. We can't do anything about the thunder and lightning though, except for, I guess, get everyone inside and hope nobody dies. Although someone dying would be very on brand for one of my saves. This is the standard wedding destination from the My Wedding Stories pack, but I have redecorated this room to be more rosy themed, also just make it cuter. Love the dress, dude. And we have got everyone mostly in their seats. This is my first attempt at playing with any of the new wedding features, and despite the ominous grumble of thunder in the background, we are going to try and start this ceremony and send Mr. H, the groom of the day, down the aisle. H, do your thing. Is that all? I mean, he's walking down, I guess. Oh, no, he's turned around. Oh, have I got the aisle the wrong way? I feel like I've got the aisle the wrong way. Of course I have. Right, back into build by we go. Oh, and now everyone's going to change chairs. Great, great, love this. And there we go. Let's try this again. Let's send someone down the aisle. Please send the groom down the aisle. H, come on, you can do this, buddy. No, he's still not doing it. Why is he... What's happening? How are you still... Have I sent you down the aisle instead of up the aisle? This is way too confusing. What's up? What's down? Let's try Mithra. See, Mithra's going the right way. Good girl, Mithra. Throw those petals. What a cute little flower girl you make in your little outfit. And now we have got proper apocalyptic levels of lightning. And yeah. Marigold, why don't you... Oh, Carmine is just in the background in the corner. Can you see her running around? But Marigold's feeling pretty emotional about the whole wedding. I actually don't think Queenie turned up. She's supposed to be our other sim of honour, but I guess we're down to one bridesmaid. But she is looking gorgeous and, you know, crying. Carmine, chill out. It's fine. Stop sprinting around. Just come inside. And finally, H is coming down in the way that he is supposed to, having a little cry. Sure, babe. I mean... It's probably a bit early to be crying, although you're probably going to end up crying eventually. And then Mac, as our ring bearer, is coming on down. Got paid midway through the wedding, always nice. And, oh, he's tripped over right at the front. He's like, ugh, I was trying really hard to make this nice because I think it's what my mum wants, but, ugh, whatever. Here comes the bride. It kind of looks like she's going to go marry her brother, I'm not going to lie. And you might notice that I haven't set a bouquet or anything, and she's walking down in quite a casual way, like... Maybe a little bit emotional, but possibly because she's thinking about what she's going to say. Because anyone who knows the Not So Berry rules or has been paying attention to my commentary over the last few episodes knows that we have to have a wedding that we don't go through with. To which end, Carmine is making a little speech to the gathered friends and family. Probably something along the lines of, I've been giving it a lot of thought and thinking about the reasons why we're all here today. We are gathered here today to celebrate the love between a man and a woman. And like, yes, I do love H, but I don't only love H. And I've made mistakes in my life and I've let people down, my children included. And I felt like maybe if I could do the traditional marriage thing, that would make it all right, and that would be what was the right thing for my family and help me with my election. And H is a really good guy, but actually I don't think that is what I want. So with apologies for like bringing you all here, and obviously the biggest apology has to go to you, H. You know, I should never have accepted your proposal. And he's like, you're just getting cold feet, babe. You know this is the right decision. Just get back up there and let's get this done. You're embarrassing yourself, you're embarrassing me. Let's just get this wedding done. And she's like, no, I don't want this. I don't want you. And now, wow. I mean, the fact that he just slaps her is really all the justification you could ever need to not marry someone. If someone slaps you when you don't give them what they want, then they are not someone that you should be legally tied to, because that is not a good behaviour. And Carmine is feeling it. She's got confident vibes from dodging the bullet, and their relationship is just taking a rapid plummet. It looks like she's getting back up to give another little speech, maybe about how H has just proved her right to not marry him, but oh no, actually she's decided to gather crowd as an opportunity. Let's get some protesting in. I mean, I love it. Very, very on brand for her. Down with the patriarchy. Down with capitalism. Down with thunderstorms. Up with universal basic income and other good things that help people. And everyone is very confused, milling around, and this is the worst wedding ever, but exactly what I hoped would happen. You know, it's just chaos. We've got Queenie, who did turn up after all, chatting with Mithra. We've got Daisy's having a bit of a freak out. Marigold's like, okay, I've got you an umbrella. Are we leaving? Are we done? Is there cake? There is no cake. Oh my god, Mac. Look at Mac. He got struck by lightning and I didn't even see. He's all singed and sad looking. Baby, like, Oh no, like truly. And now he's doing like a I got struck by lightning selfie. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. If I could plan a wedding for how this generation has played out, this would be it. But it wouldn't have happened if I planned it. So, yeah, that's the wedding that was. Or the wedding that wasn't, I suppose. And I think before anyone else dies or gets hit by lightning, we should probably just send everybody home. There'll be no cake cutting, there'll be no first dance, there'll be none of those good wedding things. It's just going to be yelling and lightning, and I think that is probably enough of that. Yes, we do want to end the wedding early because we ended the relationship early, and let's send everyone hopefully safely home, gossip about what happened today, and decide whether or not they think Carmine is a good leader of the world, because that is the only promotion we've still got to get for her. Back at home, Mac is like, I think he's definitely torn between feeling good, like thank God there's no random strangers in my house, and also just, of course my mother would cause a drama. Tomorrow I'll have Oriel come check on him, but for now we're sending everyone to bed. Oh, hello fire breather, because it is late and it has been a day. We've woken up the next morning, which could be Carmine's last day of needing to get promoted, feeling furious and not very well, which is not ideal. Mac is feeling, I think, okay, although he's just bobbing along, enjoying the snow, and we've sent everyone off to work. Carmine's feeling tense because she hasn't been promoted in a while, but that's fine. Hopefully we can fix that for her. Everyone's in pretty good shape, even if they can't stand upright, considering the kind of couple days we've had. And snow is falling on Evergreen Harbour. I love the vibes, I've said it before. I'll probably say it again before this generation's done, although we are getting absurdly close to the end. But just very into it all. Apparently Mac has the best memes, which it is good to know. His little friend from school, Cade, has texted him to say as much. And once he gets home, I've just noticed Oriel is standing here, which is perfect because it means I don't have to invite him over. We can just, there's obviously an icy patch by the mailbox because Mac literally can't walk past it without falling over. So we're going to have him go have a little chat with his dad, like, Dad, why didn't you say anything? Like, the wedding was such a mess, but, you know, it wouldn't have been any different if you'd just been like, well, you said you'd marry me, and I feel like Oriel would be like, yeah, but after what your mum said, I thought about it. Our engagement was only ever a sort of dare, and, you know, neither her or I have ever wanted to marry each other, and we love you completely, and it wouldn't be the right thing for any of us for us to try and cohabit and do the trad thing. And Mac's like, fine, I guess. Oh, we weren't promoted, which is a bummer. I really thought we were going to get it. We are so close to the end of the excellent thing, but we don't have the little gold check mark yet. And Carmine also seems pretty bummed out. Maybe she's like, it's because of the wedding, it's because of all the gossip around it. People were like, we can't count on her to go through with things. But at least Mithra's here to cheer us up, and we can enjoy the golden hour light and hang out with our youngest kiddo and reassure her that even though we're not marrying anyone, we still love her very much and we are still a family. We're just a very, very non-traditional one because nobody lives in the same house, and yeah, but it doesn't matter. We still care about each other. Let's give her a little hug. Cute. I want another hug. Apparently it's just hug o'clock. Wow. Just, okay, sure. And of course, we have backed it up by scaring her, because there is nothing more running in this family than scaring the shit out of your child for literally no reason. I was going to have them make some dinner at home, but then we got a phone call from Marigold inviting Carmine to go out for the evening, and you know what? Yeah, I think that might be nice. It's a partying with club friends hang, but they've gone to the Bluffs for some reason, which just gives me like teen frat party vibes. And it looks like only Blaine and Marigold have turned up, which is kind of awkward. I think we need to get Carmine, who is feeling very flirty, into her cold weather clothes before she freezes to death. Despite me cheating to like get rid of her disease at the wedding, Marigold is still ill, and I think my slice of life health mod is definitely malfunctioning. I spoke about this in a different video for my other save, but literally everyone is sick all the time and it's driving me mental, so I think I might have to uninstall that package to keep the rest in, because I really like the memory system, but that's an aside. For now, we are just going to spend some time with our old friends and our new old friend who we've reconnected with, and think about how our life has panned out with us taking non-traditional routes and deciding actually that we still don't want to be married and that we still just want to follow our own path. I've never seen the ask about love life interaction before, I guess because normally when Carmine's feeling very flirty, I'm in the romance menu. So we're going to ask Marigold that. And Marigold's like, are you really asking me that question? You know what my romantic life looks like. You know where I'm at. Like, seriously, Carmine? Just because you've ended a relationship doesn't mean I'm going to suddenly step in and become the subject of gossip. And Carmine's like, yeah, I know. I love you, I'm sorry, I'm just being a traumatic little beast. And we are going to enjoy this absolutely gorgeous scenery, the nice warmth of the fire, and just spend some girl time enjoying everything all together. I'm actually really happy that Carmine's remade friends with Blaine and that they're sort of reconnecting and putting things to rights, partly because with Marigold being Carmine's oldest friend, the fact that Blaine, who is essentially her sister, and Carmine had like beef would never have been easy on Marigold, but also I just like the idea that as she gets older and matures, Carmine starts making amends for some of the bad choices she's made, because as much as obviously the serial romantic aspiration has forced a certain amount of behaviour, she has definitely been toxic at various points in her life, and I would like for her to recognise that as she's started to sort of recognise what she wants and what's actually important to her, and to make amends with some of the people that she's hurt so that she can go into her older years wiser and kinder. And not flirting with Marigold. Okay, stop it, stop it, stop it. I don't want that. Oh good, Marigold is sorting out for herself. She's like, Carmine, you don't flirt with me. Under no circumstances are you allowed to flirt with me unless you're being incredibly serious, and we all know that that is not who you are. Goodbye to flirtation, and hello to some cute stargazing with them just looking up at the sky and thinking about how far they've come and how many times the world has turned since they were first little pals who hung out on a swing set. And now they're grown-ups with jobs and responsibilities, but they're still friends. Aw, besties. Yay! Back at home, Mac is hustling on his homework because he is a big nerd and feeling very inspired by the process, and the snow is pouring down outside. Now what Mac doesn't know is tomorrow we have a fun day out planned for him. This episode has been largely about Carmine and it is her generation, but we are prepping for him. So on Saturday morning, we are going to take Mac to a newly placed lot that I have popped down. This is the Newcrest Science Museum I got from the gallery. It's super cool and spacey, and it was made by somebody called Juno Heat. So if you want to look them up, they've got some cool stuff. We are going on a science trip. I have made a science trip group with all the teenagers that Mac made at school. So we've got Cade, Peony, Edie, Cameo, and Angel, and we are going to be hanging out, doing our club activities, rocket science and logic and all that good stuff. And it is a cool space themed place which hopefully will make Mac super happy and show him that his mum is paying some attention to what he wants and needs. Oh my god, he keeps taking these really lame, like, flexing selfies. I think that is Cameo who's just arrived with the pink hair, so we'll go over and say hello to him. This is Cameo Marble, who is a spare from Cryptic Gaming, which is Nikki from the Berry Gameplay Discord. Thank you so much for letting me have him. Oh, and Mac is hysterical. That is not ideal. Where did you get a drink from? You are a teenager. Behind him we've got Angel, a Sailor Moon Cass Legacy spare from Berry Confetti, which is Joe on Berry Gameplay Discord. Thank you so much for letting me have them. Mac autonomously had a really big crush on her, like one of those breathtaking encounter things, so he's definitely like trying to impress her a little bit. And then in the foreground, looking super grumpy, we have got Edie Crinoline, who was made for me by Rowena. I'm going to link all of the blogs of the people I'm mentioning below so you can go follow them because they are super awesome and lovely, and I am very lucky to get to hang with them. We went up to the roof because I was hoping that we would be able to start building a rocket together using one of these kits, but for whatever reason we can't. So we instead are just going to take our hysterical asses back downstairs and try and move that into a less deadly emotion, because I really would rather he not die, although now he's dazed from being drunk. Yeah, I mean, Mac, just not classy. So we've got Mac playing chess here with Angel. He's definitely a little bit stupid around her, to the extent that he's letting her cheat at chess. Could be he even snuck the booze to impress her. But Edie is just like, honestly, you guys, what the hell? You're drinking, you're cheating, you're just generally being disreputable. We are serious scholars. We are the kids that are doing extracurriculars on a Saturday. So I'm just going to go over here and build a wormhole generator, and you can be adoring about Angel, which apparently is how you feel despite the fact that you barely know her. Do not fall into your mother's bad habits, Macaroni. Do not do it. Apparently the Finchwick Fair's in town. We're not in that town. Finchwick is on a different continent. Oh my god. She summoned an alien. Okay. Well, whilst you're over here drunkenly, hysterically flirting with a girl, someone else has summoned an alien, so if you're serious about going to Sixam, you should get your shit together, Mac. And we've been invited to go to the Romance Festival, which actually might be fun, but I think we'll save it for the next episode.
That was the worst wedding ever, and it was so perfect. I couldn't have asked for more. That might sound weird. Maybe most people don't want bloody handprints on their Sims faces. Maybe some people don't want their heir to get struck by lightning, but for me, I couldn't have planned it, but I did want chaos at that wedding, knowing it had to fail, and I am so pleased with how the game delivered. The chaos always seems to find me, but it does mean we are super close to the end of the Rose generation now. We just need to get Carmine to level 10 of her career. She should get promoted on Monday. And then, aside from coming back and marrying her off when she's an elder, we're done. Well, we do need to make her have one more girlfriend or boyfriend, but I figured that would be whoever she's going to end up marrying. And I'd love to hear from you in the comments who you think that might be. There's a couple people we could go back to. Like, we could go back and marry Genesis or Oriel or even Blaine. Or there's a couple people we never dated that I kind of set up as possibilities. So we've got Aurelia, the professor's sister, and we have got Queenie, who we have not dated. And then also there's Marigold, who is someone that has been there for Carmine through thick and thin. Now, she is somewhere on like the demisexual side of the spectrum, so it wouldn't be like a simple courtship, but maybe that's not what Carmine's looking for as a grown-up. I would love to know what you think. I've got a few ideas, and as ever, I will let the game guide me. But if you drop something in the comments, I will do my best to work it in, and we will start looking towards Mac's generation, which I think will be the episode after next. Thank you so much for watching. Leave me a little thumbs up if you had a good time, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!